All right, so this is where we go to get rid of all those excuses right here.
Yeah, this is where all the confidence grows up, man. You show up, feel good, feel healthy, energized, do it again and again. Work, put in work, get all the benefits out of it.
Yo, what's up? Welcome. This is Jim. Come sign in right here, and then we'll get right to it. Let's go. Don't stop. All right, here we go. And as you can see, look at that, 253. Today I'm posting this video all about your nutrition and how we're gonna help you get your nutrition set up for success. So it's time to get the boring part out of the way. Let's figure out a nutrition plan for you. So let's get right to it, okay? So using myself as an example, you already saw, we need to determine our caloric intake as well as our macronutrients. This is gonna relate directly to your energy levels throughout the day. You already saw I weigh 253 pounds, 29% body fat, give or take a little more. My goal is simply to drop just a little bit of weight, but I do want to achieve maybe somewhere between 12 and 15% body fat and a waist of right around 38 to 40 inches, okay? So it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get there. So this is where the math is gonna come. So you need to determine for yourself if you want to lose weight, and if so, you should multiply your current weight by the number 10. This is gonna give you your personal daily calorie intake, okay? Now, if you're looking to tone up or achieve a little more strength, your goal should be to multiply by 12.5 with that weight. That way, you'll be able to be right where you need to be to kind of maintain the weight you're at, but you could take away a few calories here or there, just tweak it a little bit. So 12.5 for those of you. And if you're looking to pack on some weight, maybe you're looking to build some muscle, maybe this is you should take your current body weight and multiply that by 15. That's gonna give you your daily caloric intake. Now that's not the end of it. Now we need to know what type of body type we have so we can figure out the macronutrients that our body types require. So everyone's body type is gonna be different. Some of you are gonna be ectomorphs, some of you are gonna be mesomorphs, some of you are gonna be endomorphs, okay? So keep this in mind because I'm gonna break that down and what that really means. Now, if you are, let's say, naturally slim or skinny, you would be what's known as a ectomorph, okay? An ectomorph body type fits that description. Here are your macronutrient requirements. I'm gonna put them here on the screen now. All right, now if your physique is naturally muscular or athletic, maybe you have broader shoulders, this is what's known as a mesomorph body type, okay? So the macronutrients required for this body type, I'm gonna put right here on the screen. Don't you like how I do that for you? Make this really simple. Now, a person who has a naturally thick frame, like myself, maybe you're a rounder frame, maybe you're a shorter person, this is what's known as a endomorph. So I consider myself an endomorph because I tend to carry my weight. I don't really feel like I have broad shoulders, although I may look athletic to some people. I really do feel like I have more of a endomorph body type. So now, with knowing this about your body type, the macronutrient requirements are important because once again, this directly impacts the body's specific energy levels and requirements throughout the day. So if you start feeling crazy or weird or like you're missing something, this can be the reason, all right? So my specific macronutrient requirements, I'm gonna put them on the screen here. So if you're an endomorph, pay attention. My calorie requirements are gonna be 3,125 calories since I am 253 pounds. Made it really simple for you all to figure that out. So this is where we come and shut up and sweat, basically. All excuses are gone right here. We sweat it out and we do what's right for the body, the mind, the spirit, whatever you need to come here and train. Okay, so back again. This is going to be for all of my intermediate people out there, the people who've maybe you've been training for quite some time, or between 1 and 4 weeks, this training is for you. If you haven't been in the gym for that amount of time, I will be going over the next few weeks what I would do with you, but we'll do that in another video. Today's video, I'm going to go through a day 1 routine for you guys for today. So let's get started. We're gonna do supersets. So if you don't know what a superset is, here is the definition. To superset is for you to perform 3 or more movements in succession until you finish and then you rest. So instead of resting between each set, we're actually going to go all the way through that first set with all 3 movements, then we'll rest, then we'll go back to the top again, all 3 movements, and then rest, all right? So this is to keep that heart rate up so you burn those extra few calories and also get the most out of the routine that we're doing to help you get those definition in those muscles. Yes, superset. So the first 3 movements, we're gonna do 2 movements with 2 sets and then 1 movement with 1 set, okay? Now I need you to choose a weight that brings you to failure at around 15, all right? Because we're gonna be doing 15 to 20 reps in these sets. So that's why I need you to choose a weight that's gonna cause you to fail at around 15 to 20. Let's get started. We're gonna start with a barbell bench press. We're gonna follow that up with a push-up with our feet elevated, and then we're gonna end that with a incline barbell bench press. All right, so this is all chest movements. Let's get started. So the one thing you wanna remember is keep a nice flat back on the bench. You might want to have just a slight arch in your spine, so right by your lower back, just so that top of that back stays flat so you get the most out of this push. So let me show you. Now remember, this is a superset, so I'm going right into my feet elevated push-up. And then we move right into our incline barbell bench press. We only rest for 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then we start back at the top. So that's our first set. We do 2 of the barbell bench press flat and the push-ups, 1 set of the incline. Great way to work out the chest. And next is going to be our 1-arm dumbbell row. So for this movement, what we want to do is we're gonna grab the dumbbell, make sure we isolate this arm, and we're gonna row all the way back. Bring that elbow up, straight down. Remember, choosing a weight that causes you to fail at 15, because we're gonna knock out 15 to 20 of these, just like this. Next is going to be our bent over barbell row. So we want to get our feet shoulder width apart. Once again, remembering to grab a weight that causes us to fail at 15. And then we're gonna grab the barbell, and we're gonna come up under the chest and back down. Here we go. You wanna get those elbows all the way up. You wanna remember to breathe. Just like that, bent over barbell row. And the last superset for our back is going to be push downs. So, we want to come over here to the cable, step it back up just a little bit. We're going to bring it all the way down, keeping our elbows right down at our rib cages. We're simply going to push down and bring it right back up. Push down, right back up. Also great for those triceps and those lats. Just like that. Paying attention to that form, keeping those elbows Locked in on our sides. We simply push down, right back up. Same as before, the first 2 movements, we do 2 sets. The last movement, we do 1 set. Don't rest until you've done all 3 of those movements. Now, let's move on to the next. And now it's time to do a superset for our shoulders. So we're gonna begin with an upright row, and then we're gonna move right into our sitting dumbbell press. So for our upright row, similar as the bent over row we were doing before, only this time, we're gonna come up as an upright, and we're gonna roll to the top of the chest. So remember, 15 to 20 of these for 2 sets. Then we move right into seated dumbbell press. So grab our 2 dumbbells, elbows up, all the way to the top, right back down. 15 to 20, take your rest, and then go back to the top. Our last superset is gonna be for our abs. So let's get ready. We're gonna begin with the jackknife. I'm gonna show you 2 different variations of the jackknife. One that's gonna be a little easier than the other, so feel free to alternate as you need be. So let's start. So we begin our jackknife. For those of you who need a little bit easier method until you get your strength up, we're gonna keep our knees bent. We get a little more room. Keep our knees bent. And we're gonna come all the way up and back down. Up and back down. For our advanced jackknife, we're gonna keep our legs straight. Same motion, except those legs are gonna go straight up into the sky. Jackknife.
What am I talking about? You guys know because I know, and I haven't done that myself. When you're doing crunches, have you ever tried to...
The next movement in the superset, hanging running mans. So we're gonna come up. That's our hanging running man. Do that for 15 to 20 reps. If you have the energy, I want you to hold that for 1 minute. That's gonna be your hanging running man. And then last but not least is our simple crunch. So similar to the jackknife, but this time we're gonna isolate those abs and we're gonna keep those legs coming in and back down. So crunch. Thing to remember when you're performing a crunch is to keep those abs tight through the whole movement. You're gonna perform 15 to 20 of these, 3 movements, and take a rest after each set. And then last but not least, we've got cardio. The last thing we're gonna do is interval cardio. So get on a treadmill or a bike, whatever cardio equipment you have at your local gym, and set the incline to 1 or the intensity to 1. I want you to do some intervals for me before we go. We're gonna increase the speed 0.5 every minute for 4 minutes. Once we get to there, we're gonna bring it back down every minute for 2 minutes. And then we're gonna continue like that for a total of 25 minutes of cardio. Good luck out there, and I want you to do this cardio at 65% of your heart rate. If you don't know how to do the math on that, well, here you go. I'll keep it simple for you. Until next time, love life and stay training. All right, so as promised, I got 1 new subscriber on the channel. Shout out to Ahmed Danawi. Let's do this. Let me get this pull-up done. Here we go. All right, as you can see, I didn't even complete that. Oh man. But I owe you a complete pull-up, so I'm gonna go to the close grip. Woo. All right, I got that one done. That was a complete pull-up. And everybody out there, remember, for every new subscriber to the channel, I perform one full pull-up. And until next time, love life.